where we roam. We can see beautiful things, flowers, lakes, and birds that sing. Colors of red, orange and yellow, valleys that are always mellow. Feel the wind as it carries us away beyond the horizon of endless days. Over the hills, over the waters, over the fields we go. Fly like an eagle, soar like an eagle, follow us where we go. Follow us where we go.
Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Remembering good times and great food, Frank and Lisa invite you to Tin Lizzie's in Mile for a blast back to the 50s and 60s when food was made from scratch, including home-ground Angus burgers. A full menu of great food and good memories await you at the new Tin Lizzie's of Mile. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of Northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile. On this edition of Michigan Magazine, we celebrate the Michigan potato by taking in part of the Posen Potato Festival. While in Posen, we visit with some of the local folks and enjoy the atmosphere. We also learn a little more about the American-made Victory motorcycle from some riders we met along the parade route. And we visit with the owner of Customs and Classics in Posen to learn more about the importance of agriculture in Northeast Lower Michigan and get the chance to see some of his classic car restoration projects. Then, as you may know, Michigan Magazine's Cliff Parrott is the proud owner of a Yorkie Shelter Rescue, our mascot, Sir Bentley. Well, it's time for Bentley's Grooming. We head over to Carey's Gentle Grooming and Supply near Hale to witness the procedure and get some tips on proper grooming for you pet owners. It's all coming up on this edition of Michigan Magazine. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, what began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more, plus a full menu at the new adjacent Traffic Stop Diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. When Michigan has something to be proud of, we celebrate. You'll find celebrations going on throughout the state in recognition of our outstanding agricultural harvests, from asparagus to zucchini. When it's Michigan grown, it's worth a festival. Today we're on the road to Posen in northeastern Lower Michigan, awaiting one of the state's largest community parades in celebration of the potato. It's the Posen Potato Festival, and Michigan Magazine is situated right smack dab in the center of town to catch the highlights. Our thanks to Dave and Kathy Klimek of Klimek Sales and Service of Mile, a Posen Potato Festival supporter and exhibitor, and Dwayne Wanatsky, business owner of the property we were situated on, for allowing us the space to catch all the action. Dwayne has lived in Posen for many years and is known for his auto body work and restoring vehicles, including the classics. He was more than happy to tell us a bit more about his hometown, the potato, and upcoming parade.
We've been here since '84. Me and my brother started the operation. He moved out with the family after they all got out of school, and I stayed here and kept it going.
What can you tell us about the parade?
It's
pretty big, isn't it?
Yes, it takes a long time to get it over. No, it's a beautiful parade. Lots of people here. Never see anything like it. Usually there's 10, 15 people deep all the way down, right through town.
I hear it's one of the biggest in Michigan.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful parade. A lot of stuff in it. A lot of candy for the kids, a lot of old cars and stuff in it. A lot of machinery sometimes too that comes through it, so it's
It's all in celebration of course, the Posen Potato.
Yes, it is.
And all sorts of agricultural products are being produced here in the area.
Yep. The Stemas usually produce 1,500 acres of potatoes and probably 3,000 acres of grain. So there's a lot. There's a lot of soybeans up here too. There's a big thing going on with soybeans, but a lot of potatoes. Still a lot of potatoes.
And I see there's a lot of great hospitality growing in here.
Oh yes, there's a lot, yeah. Yeah, if you want potato pancakes, this is the place.
Yeah, really? Okay. While we talked with Dwayne, the air was filled not only with excitement, but also the aroma of great Polish cooking on the streets. Kielbasa, barbecue, and fresh potato fries drew us to the food vendors. Then back to Dwayne's body shop, where we had a chance to see some of those classic restorations going on in his garage. What have we got going on here? Tell us a little bit about what Custom and Classics has got going on here.
Well, this is a 67 Chevelle my cousin had. We started on it about 20 years ago. He had it in storage.
Oh my goodness.
And it got scratched and scuffed up, and he ran out of money, so now he's started on it again. And he re-cleared it. And
oh boy.
Got a 502 in it.
Oh boy, what was the major renovations you had to do to this?
Everything right from the ground up. Every nut and every bolt's been out of it.
Oh my goodness. It's a 67, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
He's got aftermarket suspension. He's got a bunch of upgrades in. He's got 4-wheel disc brakes.
Oh my.
Brand new 502 crate motor he's putting in it, so it should be a good runner when he's done.
Oh.
Still got the interior yet to do on it. And just a bunch of little stuff, and he should be able to drive it.
Oh boy, kind of a labor of love for you guys here.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of patience.
A lot of patience. Oh my goodness.
It just takes a lot of time. Plus, he does collision work, so you're only working on it part-time.
Oh, sure.
This piece is in it like a seat. The seats are up there all reupholstered. A little bit more work yet.
Okay.
It's a original Mulsaney blue 402 motor.
It's a 71.
71. It's got a candy clear coat over the top, so it's a little different than the original color. It's got a little more pop to it, a little more blue.
Beautiful.
This is one my brother's he's working in the shop right now. It's a 69 Chevelle. This is all numbers matching 396 4-speed SS.
Wow.
It's not the original color. The original color was like a seafoam green. But he painted this. It's called Goddess Gold. He really liked the color. So this paint job's probably, I would say, 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah. He don't put a lot of miles on it. In really good shape.
Oh boy.
The interior and everything is really clean. This is his baby.
I
Bit of an accent to the hood.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
Parade time in downtown Posen was getting closer, but we had to visit just a bit with some of the motorcyclists of the fairly new Made in the USA Victory motorcycles who were sprucing up their bikes just behind us in the parking lot. I've seen and heard a lot about this all-American bike, Made in the USA. Much like the Harley-Davidson, it has a very loyal and growing following. Now is my chance to see what all the fuss was about.
How do you like Victory bikes?
I've ridden a lot of bikes, but I really like the balance. I like the price. It's American made, so I really like them.
I love the idea it's American made and quality. What can you tell me about this bike?
2013 Victory Cross Country, and so it's made for riding long distances, and it's designed to be comfortable for long distances. Great balance. It's got cruise control. It's got a radio on it. Biggest bags in the industry. So it's like you can pack for a whole weekend. My wife and I can go on this for an overnight. Never need any other luggage except what's in the bag.
Excellent. Boy. Another proud Victory motorcycle owner, right? It's like tell us about what you got here.
2014, and it's their 15th anniversary edition. When Victory started making motorcycles back in '99, they made one model, and it was called the V92C. And one of the colors they made was this Antares red and black.
Whoa.
So this is the same color from 1999, 15 years later.
Oh my. Have you been a Victory motorcycle owner all your life? Or
Well, since they started in '99, yes.
Okay. Right.
I actually have an Antares red and black, one of the original bikes. So it's a numbered bike. It was a 180th bike in production of the first set, and then when they came up with these, they only made 150, and this is 144 out of 150 bikes that they'll make in this color combination like this.
Yeah, my, it is a sharp looker. What is it about the Victory that made you turn to a Victory motorbike?
What show is this?
Because it's American made, number one, and they make very good product. They did a lot of homework in their design, they looked at, like a lot of other bikes, over the years, and tried to pick the best of the best and design their bikes with that in mind. So they've had a lot of thought behind them, and they're a very good quality bike.
Yeah. What's the furthest you've traveled on one at one time for a trip?
On a Victory, farthest I've been is probably Minneapolis, St. Paul. On other motorcycles, I've been all the way to Alaska and back.
But nothing compares to a Victory.
Victory's a very good bike.
Yeah.
I got to be careful because Harley makes a very nice motorcycle too. They're all good bikes nowadays, and people just are brand loyal, to what they like, and truthfully, with the Victories, I've always had really good luck with them.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
With temperatures in the 80s, we certainly had the weather for a cycle journey that day. It also made for the perfect day for a parade, which went on without a hitch. You can view the entire parade online at our Spirit of Michigan YouTube channel, or by going to this website and to the page Live and Behind the Scenes. Scroll down and you'll find it. With that said, we hope you have a chance to visit one of the many festivals in your state that celebrate the diversity and abundance of our country's agricultural abundance. We leave you with a few unique exhibits at the Posel Potato Festival and the feel of the excitement one gets through the exploration off the beaten path. It's the path of family fun, discovery, and memories that last a lifetime.
The Alpena Antique Tractor Club puts on 2 or 3 of these shows a year. We grind up cornmeal, give it away. We burn shingles. We make wooden shingles. We make gravel.
We'll stick some rocks in. We can make either road gravel or fine powder.
Oh, okay.
Or field lime or cement blocks or whatever you need to do. So.
Program support provided by Thunder Bay Resort, offering a winter getaway where sleigh bells echo through dense hardwood forests. Guests can experience a search for the majestic and elusive elk viewed from horse-drawn sleighs, then return to a welcomed fire, gourmet dinner, and tales of the day shared over a glass of wine from nearby Stony Acres Winery. USA Today calls the sleigh ride at Thunder Bay Resort one of 10 great places to ride into a Currier and Ives, located in Hillman on Michigan's Sunrise Side.
The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Clemix Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemix Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemix on Mapes Road, Mile. As some of our viewers know, Michigan Magazine travels the highways of our state with a new acquisition, Sir Bentley, a Yorkie shelter rescue from the Ogama County Animal Shelter. Sir Bentley was adopted after one of our first visits to the shelter in preparation for our Shelter Stories series. He was adopted by account executive and producer Clifford Parent. Cliff and the whole crew fell in love with Sir Bentley that day. Bentley was being kept in a very special place in the shelter, waiting for someone who could be matched with his rambunctious temperament. He was a surrender from an elderly lady who just couldn't keep up with a little ball of energy. Bentley's days are filled now with travel and excitement, sharing his encounters on his own Facebook page. He simply can't find a more pampered and loved little dog, who unselfishly returns that love every day to Cliff, his new owner. That's why it was important to Cliff to find that special groomer to help with the so-called outside maintenance of Sir Bentley. The first thing one must do, as Cliff pointed out, is to find someone you can trust and who has impeccable references. You've got to ask questions and talk to fellow pet owners. With that accomplished, it was easy to decide on a small personal operation in the Iosco County area, whose name says it all: Carey's Gentle Grooming and Supply. Carey has been a groomer for some time, gathering clientele through that precious technique called word of mouth. Her love of the animals she grooms and cares for has instilled in her a new desire to do more for our four-legged friends. She's now heavily involved in organizing an annual dog show that's raised hundreds of dollars to help purchase food for area shelters. Come on along with us as we learn more about Carey, her operation, and mission. Our visit began as we introduced Sir Bentley to Carey, who he instantly took a liking to.
Come here, Bentley. Bentley, come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. He's gonna come on to you. Something's going on here. All right, and then as you don't really want a lot of trimming done, but
I just want it trimmed up so he looks decent. I don't want to get him too short for the winter.
okay, you want his feet trimmed up pretty good and stuff, though. Those are kind of overgrown.
Yeah.
And we'll do a sanitary trim, and then they grow hair in their ears too, so we'll have to pluck those little hairs out of there.
Okay.
Otherwise, they'll get infection from it holding moisture.
Okay.
And then we'll make him look like a Yorkie.
Carey, how long have you been in the Hale area?
All my life.
All your life, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
You've been grooming how long?
11 years.
11 years. Do you like it? What got you into it?
I like it a lot. I love it. My mom's actually a vet technician, and she worked at a vet, so when I was in high school I started working there helping out, and I was opportune to learn how to groom, even though I had planned on going to college for physical therapy. So I ended up changing my tune as soon as I got into the pet industry there, and never ended up going for physical therapy. I was just going to learn how to groom for something to fall back on maybe. But this is, as soon as I started doing it, I knew I wanted my own shop. I wanted to do this every day, all the time.
But you're involved a lot in things to, find the animal shelter scene and adoptable dogs. I see you are involved heavily in a dog show every year to help out the animal shelters. Tell us a little bit about your love for the animals.
Well, all my life, we've always had a ton of animals, and it's probably started with my mom's love for animals, but they all have their own personality, just like children do, and they crack me up, they're just, each individual one is one of a kind, and, there's no two the same anymore than there is with people, and it's just, they're very loyal, and they care about you. They don't even have to know you, and they care about you. And I love it. It's so cute.
They do become family members, and that's a kind of a misconception some people might have, that this is a lifelong obligation, because they do become a part of the family.
Absolutely, and they're a lot of responsibility too. A lot of people think that it's just kind of a figure or a object that's going to be in their household, when really not only do they become a part of your family because they are so much responsibility, and there's a lot of bonding to be had with taking care of an animal, just as there is with a child. And some people kind of get that confused, and they like to buy people pets for, presents, or people just think, oh, I'm just going to get a dog for my kid, but don't realize that they require a ton of care, grooming, feeding, veterinary visits. Like, they need it and they deserve it. And I guess, for the people that, don't care so much and end up neglecting their dog, it's really unfair,
Carey went on to stress that a health and grooming maintenance program depends on the specific breeds, but must be completed on a routine and regular basis. So, Carey, how about our Sir Bentley?
This dog is really a man-made breed. It needs a lot of attention. It has an oily scalp, so it needs to be bathed more often, but its hair grows slower, so it does not have to be cut as often, I guess you would say. But then they still have to come in for regular bathing, and their nails being clipped, their ears grow hair in them that has to be plucked out regularly. They have glands in their back end that needs to be expressed. And if not, then you wind up in the vet's office and spending a lot of money from having, ear infections, nails torn off, skin infections, glands compact, so grooming for a dog is much more than a haircut, no matter what breed it is. You know, but like your Labradors or your Huskies, that's more of a bath, a blow dry, you know, and getting the undercoat out, but it's still just as important. Otherwise, they wind up with hot spots and skin infections, ear infections. Where like Shih Tzus, they're supposed to be in like every 6 weeks, and if not, then, you know, especially their ears or their coat becomes matted, and then they wind up with hot spots and literally holes that start in their skin from them trying to rip them out and it rubbing, you know, their skin without getting any oxygen to it. So every breed's a little different, but 6 weeks for the most part is once a month to once every 6 weeks is probably the best way to go. No matter if you want their hair trimmed or not, they still need the attention otherwise.
And attention is exactly what Sir Bentley got that day. We're going to continue our visit with Carey to find out more about her active involvement in the animal rescue shelters in the area, and also attend last year's adoption event and dog show that was held during the annual Hot Air Balloon Festival in Hale. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned as Carey will also be bringing you our new series of animal shelter stories, which will highlight the latest available adoptions and rescues from across the state of Michigan. So stay tuned. Borch Healthcare of Rose City and West Branch, skilled nursing and rehabilitation facilities in beautiful northern Michigan. The Rose City facility is a leader in dementia care, specializing in the treatment and care for those with Alzheimer's. For more information or to schedule a tour, call us now. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery. That's it for this edition of Michigan Magazine. Thanks for joining us. The phrase of the week is, don't shop, adopt. Email it to us at iwatchmichiganmagazine@gmail.com. You're then entered in our great vacation and prize giveaway sweepstakes. Have a great week. We'll see you here next time on Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Hale Hardware, your do-it center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. Flu season. Be prepared. Get your immunizations now at Rose City Drug, your one-stop pharmacy, home health care, and medical supply outlet, offering a variety of on-site immunizations. Walk-ins are of course welcome. Call now for more information.